Hello soulful babes, today we are doing another ep of Dietitian Reacts to PCOS Reddit. This is the post I have for you today. I'm going to read it out for you. The title is Weight Loss Has Caused Me Insulin Resistance. Doctor today said I've become insulin resistant, ! 7 times. I have lost 115 pounds. I don't eat sugar anymore. I don't eat anything. A lot of carbs, and this has happened. He said weight loss makes PCOS worse. Interesting. Not only do I now have insulin resistance, but I also have high testosterone, cholesterol, and high insulin levels. What was the point in me losing all this effing weight? 7 exclamation marks. I hate PCOS. 7 exclamation marks. I have more PCOS issues now than I did when I was 115 pounds bigger. I could scream. Need to add, after losing the weight and getting A1C down, I developed a condition called reactive hypoglycemia. My blood sugar levels dropped dangerously low when I eat. I've passed out several times from this. He said it's this and PCOS combined that's caused it, but ultimately the PCOS is the culprit behind the reactive hypoglycemia. In turn, it has caused insulin resistance. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting things that this doctor is claiming. It's actually quite concerning that this doctor is giving out this information and advice. I'm going to clear up some misconceptions first, and then I'm going to share what I'd help a client do in this situation to manage and improve their PCOS symptoms. But firstly, I want to say that I can imagine how frustrating it is that you've gone to all of this effort to lose weight, especially with PCOS. You've probably restricted a lot of food, over-exercised, done things that you didn't want to do, and it hasn't gotten you the outcome that you were promised. I'm sure your doctors have told you that weight loss is going to improve your PCOS. Society tells you that weight loss is going to improve your PCOS and your health and your well-being, and weight loss is the answer to all of our problems. But you can clearly see that that is not the case. And that is not the case in your case, but also in most cases. Because weight loss, and we're getting into the first misinformation here, weight loss is a side effect. It's a symptom. It is not the cause. Your weight did not cause your PCOS. It did not cause your insulin resistance. It's likely the habits that led to weight loss, over-exercising and under-eating. That is likely what has triggered your insulin resistance. And the reason for that is under-eating and over-exercising causes stress in your body. Stress is such an underrated factor that not enough people talk about. Even if you managed your PCOS well, regulated your period, got rid of your acne and hirsutism, if you have a stressful month, you might see a delay in your periods. You might see your acne and hirsutism come back again, because stress causes the stress hormone in our body, cortisol, to rise, and our hormones act like a cascade effect. So when one hormone is out of balance, it throws the other hormones out of balance. So cortisol is high, throws the insulin out of balance, and that throws your androgens out of balance, and that is what causes your PCOS symptoms. And also worsens your cholesterol levels, as you said that it's shown. The weight isn't the problem. Weight gain, weight loss, the weight is never the problem, it's a side effect. Weight gain is a side effect of PCOS, of insulin resistance. It is not the cause of it. So let's just get that out of our heads. Weight is a side effect, not the cause. Once we understand that, we can actually focus on the real problem that needs to be fixed. And we'll get to that in a moment. The other misconception that I want to clear up, which is such a common advice for PCOS and insulin resistance, cutting out carbs for insulin resistance or PCOS is bad advice, because it can cause hypoglycemia. So with insulin resistance, we're concerned with high blood sugar levels, so hyperglycemia. Hyper being high, and then glycemia is blood sugar levels. But what's not talked about enough is hypoglycemia, which is hypoglycemia, blood sugar levels. So we don't want it to be too high or too low, we want it to be balanced. Carbs and sugar is what influences our blood sugar levels. When we cut it out, with risk going too low. We don't want either. Reactive hypoglycemia is when your blood sugar levels spike and then crash. It's not that it just goes down, and it's not just caused by any foods, it's caused by eating naked carbs, which means carbs alone. So a big bowl of pasta or bread or something just alone. And that is what causes the blood sugar levels to spike, and then it crashes. So If a client came to me with this and I was supporting them to improve their PCOS symptoms, insulin resistance, and cholesterol levels, this is what I would do. Firstly, stop focusing on weight loss or weight as the goal. Remember, it's a side effect, not the cause. Focus on balancing your hormones instead. Balancing your cortisol, balancing your insulin, balancing your androgens, your testosterone, DHEAS, DHT, your hunger and fullness hormones, ghrelin and leptin. There's many different hormones, but that is what we want to focus on. So the first thing is eating carbs, preferably low GI or high fiber carbs. What that might look like is switching from white bread to brown bread, whole grain bread, even sourdough bread. Sourdough is often white, but because it's been fermented, is lower GI. Switching from white rice to brown rice. But if you're Asian like me and white rice is a staple and you don't want to switch out from it because it just changes everything, here's a little hack. You can actually cook white rice, then put it in the fridge overnight. The doggies have heard something, hopefully they don't just start barking. Put it in the fridge overnight and then it forms what we call resistant starch, which is a form of fiber that is very beneficial for our gut. It's like a prebiotic, so it feeds our good gut bacteria. And because it is resistant to being digested and absorbed in our digestive system, it's low GI, so it doesn't spike our blood sugar levels. So that is a little hack if you're Asian and need to eat white rice. You don't need to cut it out. The other thing is don't eat naked carbs. Make it balanced. Go on, up. Just telling Oreo to get on the couch. Up. Okay, my notes, where are we up to? Oh yes, don't eat naked carbs. So make sure that the meals and the snacks that you're eating, eat it in a balanced way. So what is balance? If we look at a plate, any crockery that you like, but if we look at a plate, we want a quarter plate of carbs. So carbs like rice, bread, potatoes, pasta, noodles. A quarter plate of protein, so things like chicken, fish, meat, legumes, nuts, dairy, yogurt. Half of the plate is fiber. So your fruits, your vegetables, legumes also have fiber, whole grains also have fiber, so it's a little bit of a gray area, but it all comes together. And then a source of fats, so extra virgin olive oil, avocado, fatty fish, seeds, nuts. These all have sources of beneficial fats for us. So if we have carbs as a part of a balanced meal, it helps to stabilize our blood sugar levels and it won't cause that blood sugar spike and crash, that reactive hypoglycemia. Let me give you an example for that. If I eat fried rice, sure, it might have a little bit of like peas and carrot in it, but it's not a lot in terms of ratio. But if I added an egg to that, that will keep me fuller for longer. Rather than being hungry after an hour, I'll be hungry after 2 hours or maybe 2.5 hours. And it helps to keep my blood sugar level stable. We're making it more balanced. Let's talk about snacks as well. Again, snacks are very important between our meals because we want our blood sugar levels to be nice little waves, not roller coasters. So snacks helps to keep our blood sugar levels just nice little waves. For me, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., around those times, basically between my meals, I notice that my energy drops. I start to lose focus, I get distracted. That is a sign for me that I need a snack. Those are my first signs of hunger. Before my stomach starts growling or like I'm desperate for something, I want to nip my hunger in the bud early. I don't want to get to the point where I'm starving because that's when your blood sugar levels are already dipping quite a bit. So my favorite snacks are yogurt and fruit. For example, if I have strawberries, I'll have Greek yogurt with that. Greek yogurt has the protein and the fats. The fruit has the carbs and the fiber. Or banana, again, banana has the carbs and fiber, and then I'll add peanut butter, which has the fats and the protein. Other favorite snacks are hummus and crackers or dip and crackers. If I'm on the go, then I like a protein bar. I always keep a protein bar in my bag because you never know when the hunger attack comes in and you're not ready for a full meal, but you just want something to get you by until the next meal. Or trail mix. Trail mix is great. It's full of nuts, and so both of them are high in protein. Protein is a very important factor here. So that's nutrition. Those are the first steps that you can take. Get rid of the idea of you need to lose weight or eat less calories or eat clean or whatever. Those are the things that you need to focus on. Eating consistently and eating balanced meals. That will make so much more of a difference than clearly whatever you're trying now. No shade. because you're just listening to all the crappy advice out there. I'm sorry. The last thing I want to say here is throw out your scales. Just throw them out. They're useless. Especially if you tie the number on the scales to your self-worth. It dictates how you're going to feel about yourself that day, if you're going to be kind to yourself, whether you're going to restrict or binge. If the number on the scale triggers you, then just get rid of it, because it's not really helping you in any way. It's not determining whether you're on the right track or not for your health. Clearly, we've seen that. It can often cause stress and anxiety and a false sense of control. So you think that you're in control of your health because you're tracking your weight, but actually it's throwing you out of control because it's leading you to all these unhealthy and inconsistent habits, and it disconnects you from your body. What I'd say to do instead is focus on your body's cues and work with your body, because your body knows what it needs to be in balance. It knows what it needs to balance your hormones, and it will tell you if you listen and if you let it. So stop trying to control your body and start actually working in collaboration with it. And if you're not sure how to do that and you want support, that is where I can help you. I can help you challenge your diet culture mindsets, like sacrificing your mental health and well-being for weight loss, the good or bad food mindset, which often causes a lot of anxiety and stress around food, the all or nothing mindset. This often leads to the restrict and binge cycle. So you can balance your hormones and regulate your periods, get rid of your acne, excess hair growth and hair loss, stabilize your weight, improve your energy, and help you feel more comfortable and confident in your body. If that is what you are looking for, then I have a 4-month PCOS challenge where you have 8 sessions with me, one-on-one 45-minute sessions. You also get a bonus 4-month access to my PCOS Body Freedom course, so you know exactly what to implement between our sessions so that you can see results quicker. If you want to claim the 4-month PCOS challenge, just go to the link in the description and you can apply for a free 20-minute discovery call with me so that you can feel the full body yes that this is for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've learned something. Please share this with someone if you think it will help them. And I'm so grateful that you're here doing this work with me. Thank you so much.